Hey everybody, hope your day's going well. We are back with a reaction. Bobby Goldsboro, Honey. This was a request by Debbie. Thank you so much for this request and donation. Let's jump in. Hey, this journey of musical time traveling is absolutely amazing. So I'm looking forward to hearing this song.
See the tree, how big it's grown, but friend, it hasn't been too long. It wasn't big. I laughed at her and she got mad. The first day that she planted it was just a twig. Then the first snow came and she ran out to brush the snow away so it wouldn't die. Came running in, all excited, slipped and almost hurt herself, and I laughed till I cried. She was always young at heart, kinda dumb and kinda smart, and I loved her so. And I surprised her with a puppy, kept me up all Christmas Eve 2 years ago. And it would sure embarrass her when I came in from working late, 'cause I would know that she'd been sitting there and crying over some sad and silly late show. And honey, I miss you, and I'm being good, and I'd love to be with you if only I could.
Wow, I love his voice. Very warm. I love the vibrato in his voice too. When he uses it with certain words, it definitely adds an extra layer of emotion too. Already an emotional song. It he's setting it up with the line "set the tree, see the tree, how big it's grown." Like that signifies the passage of time. But it hasn't been too long. So days are long, years are short. It seems that it's been yesterday. And then he goes on into reflecting on a relationship. And by where I pause it is, I wish I could be with you, but I can't. Meaning this person is not here anymore, probably. But really the way it is set up is so beautiful. Laughing at her and she got mad. And, the first day that she planted was just a twig. And then the first snow came and she ran out, brushed the snow. Meaning like she cared so much about this tree that she was willing to go in the cold. But a tree could also mean other people or people that have less, or people that can defend themselves. She was always there to help them. This tree, not only this tree, but only just people, right? She was a helpful person, a person that cared. That's beautiful. And then came run, slipped and almost hurt herself. That happens. I laughed till I cried. And he's saying young at heart, kind of dumb, kind of smart. If you put those lines together and judge him now, like what is he saying? That's kind of mean, but you have to realize that if it's like a dynamic in a relationship that we don't know, sometimes if we hear people saying things, we're just like, that's weird, but I have a dynamic with my own wife that sometimes people would say, well, what are you saying? Or like with your friends, like, why are you insulting them? No, this is our dynamic. That's how we do it. This is real. We're not sugarcoating it. This is how we are. And we love each other. That's beautiful. I love that. Like, I remember things like with my wife, with the baby cooker, you put food in it. We put too much in it and the pressure got so high. And that thing blew up almost, and she could have been seriously burned. And she flew like that, and we looked at each other in shock and started laughing. But it could have gone so bad. It could have gone so bad. But we talk about this a lot. Like, we looked at each other in shock, and we started laughing so hard. Like, that's the thing that I'm thinking of. Wow, that's beautiful, man. I love it. Wow.
if only I could. She wrecked the car and she was sad and so afraid that I'd be mad. But what the heck? Though I pretended hard to be, guess you could say she saw through me and hugged my neck. I came home unexpectedly and caught her crying needlessly in the middle of the day. And it was in the early spring when flowers bloom and robins sing, she went away. And honey, I miss you, and I'm being good, and I'd love to be with you, if only I could. One day while I was not at home, while she was there and all alone, the angels came. Now all I have are memories of honey, and I wake up nights and call her name. Now my life's an empty stage where honey lived and honey played, and love grew up. And a small cloud passes overhead and cries down the flower bed that honey loved. And see the tree, how big it's grown. But friend, it hasn't been too long. It wasn't big. And I laughed at her and she got mad. The first day that she planted it was just a twig.
Wow, that took a turn there. Wow, that was you know, it was again with that dynamic. She wrecked the car, she was sad, she was afraid that I'd be mad. That happens, and I pretended hard to be, but she saw right through me. And that's, people know each other so well, in a relationship sometimes when you've been with each other for a long time and you know each other so well. And that's amazing. But these little hints throughout the song when he catches her crying for a silly late night show, and it seems silly, but then he comes home unexpectedly in the middle of the day, caught her crying needlessly, meaning like this person is not in a great state of mental health. It was early in spring when flowers bloom and robins sing, and then she went away and he left her alone at home. The angels came. It could be just a relationship and a person passing away of sickness or health, but this, sounds like almost this is somebody who took her own life. And I don't know if the tree had anything to do with it. As a person who lost many friends and family members to that, taking their own life, that hits hard, and it's tough, man. So yeah, wow, it's really well written, and it's never explicitly said. So I might be off, it might be my own mind taking up, but there's hints throughout the song. This person is not great in a mental state and left her alone. The angels came, now all I have is memories, My life's an empty stage where honey lived and honey played, love grew up. Yeah, man, that's tough. That's a powerful song, very well written, beautifully performed. Yeah, that's amazing. I love discovering songs like this, even if they have a big impact on me emotionally or something. It offers me another perspective, another creative way of saying it. I am a writer as well, so I do look at it at like that as well. That's why the tree can signify, like that is heartbreaking, if you plant a tree together and that tree ends up being, you know what I mean, right? I can't even say it. I can't even say it. Wow. Honey, Bobby Goldsboro. I really liked it. It really, the describing of such relationship dynamic is very familiar to me. And, you just, at least in my relationship, it's like you became best friends, you know each other for 20 years plus. And, it's just, it's that type of dynamic. You making fun of each other, and two other people can look like, hey, what are they doing? But it's just that's how it is, man. That's how it is. And that's why it works. Yeah, man, beautiful. I love music when it makes me feel something. And that means that it's great music, man. That's what it's supposed to do. And wow, I'm impressed, and it struck a chord for sure. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.